After defying everyone's expectations, Haruhiro and his comrades have become quite famous. Yet even with confidence and plenty of achievements to drive them forward, Haruhiro's still got a lot to agonize over, including a girl from his past. Meanwhile, the town of Alterna moves to retake the orc-held Deadhead Watching Keep. Looking to earn some of the reward money, Haruhiro's party decides to leap into the fray and join their first raid. The tale of high drama and high fantasy continues. You still reading the series? First off, why? Second off, why hasn't it been animated already? What's up, it's Frosty ID, and I haven't been working too diligently when it comes to Grimgar content, unfortunately. Luckily for you, people keep subscribing to my channel, so for my 20th subscriber special, I'm making this video. This book has to be one of, if not my favorite volume of Grimgar thus far. That's not saying much considering I dropped it a few years ago, but if you've kept reading until this point, it all pays off here. Enough with the foreplay. I decided to explain the story to my friend, Sunny D Slides, as if I'm explaining it to you. So, I hope you enjoy the video and like and subscribe. You can say hi, Sunny, if you want. I don't really. Do you want to say hi?
Hi! Oh my god! Hello, world.
She's nice. She's a nice person. She just moaned though, so I don't know how nice you can really be with the moaning. But
What?
Novel in the series, level 3. I think I'm gonna explain the characters. So here we go. We're gonna go through the characters. So they got Sleepy Eyes. They call him Sleepy Eyes, but this is a Haruhiro. He's a bitch. He's a thief, but he's the leader. He doesn't want to be the leader, but he is. All right. So that's probably like me, because you know. Not that I'm saying I'm a bitch, but like, you know what I'm saying? I got the sleepy eyes and shit. Then we got Ronta. Ronta's like slime. He's a Dread Knight class. He's kind of crazy, selfish, you know, flaky. We got Yum. She's an airhead. So Slime's girlfriend, sorry. I thought girlfriend. So we got what's her name? Oh my gosh. Little King. We got Little King there as Yum. We got Shihiro. She got big tits. And she's very shy, but she's a hard worker. We have nobody in this server like this. Please, if you have big titties and you're shy and a hard worker, please join the Chillverse server, please. Thank you. All right. No, for real, please. We have nobody like this. I'm begging you, please join the server. Anyway, moving on to more characters. Can I scroll down? Wait, what the fuck? What? Can I not see the whole page? I guess it's like this. Okay. They got Moguzo. Moguzo is a bear type. He's slow, but he's very reliable. He's that nigga. He comes through when you need him. So I'm going to say Yusuke is Moguzo because he's that nigga. We got Mary. She's a cool, you know, kind of. She's very beautiful, but she's also kind of a bitch. So that was my ex. So we got to replace her with somebody. So, who's beautiful but is kind of a bitch. So just keep in mind. So anybody else out there, if you are beautiful and you're kind of a bitch, come and join the Chillverse, please. Thank you. We need a Mary on the squad. No, we need them here. So then we got Renji. Renji's kind of outside of things. He's kind of the bully. He's the head of Team Renji. He's a bad boy. He's very dangerous. Does his own thing. I don't know who this is. I don't know who to compare this guy to. Minato. He was the past party leader. He got killed, you know, standing up for the party. I would say that's Yusuke, but Yusuke's already Moguzo. So that was Kai on his good days. Kai, he was Minato, and then he killed himself by being a terrible deadbeat dad. Now, Soma. We got Soma. He's the head of the ancient clan, like the Daybreakers, which the party is trying to get a part of. They got invited to it pretty recently. All you have to know is Soma is the leader, and that's it. You don't have to worry about the rest of these names and all these other people. You don't have to like worry about them unless you ask about them. But you can see the shit on the screen. Okay, you can see like Ron, Sasa, whatever the fuck, Adachi, Chibi, blah blah blah. You see all that shit. Anyway, any questions? No question so far. So okay. So the setting we're in you know what I'm saying? We're in I think they call it Atlanta or Atlanta or some bullshit. Um it's a pretty okay place, you know, besides you having to kill people for, you know, money and stuff. Um Now, they have banks. They got places where you could train to level up your classes. You know how they have thief, fighter, priest, etc. You know you can level up your shit. And then you know after you do that, you can go to fuck to bed, but you have to pay for where you live. You know by killing people. Now, these guys are volunteer soldiers, or they were, but they leveled up recently, so now they're earning some money as some actual Crimson Moon soldiers. So they're actually earning big bucks, right? They kill despots, so you know they actually have a good amount of income, and they keep going back to the Serene Mines to kill other kobolds. But the Serene Mines, you don't have to really worry about that. That's not gonna be important. In this book, it's just gonna be like, oh, we go there to get money and kill people, basically. The world, this book, the world gets a little bit more brutal. There's like a little mini war that happens. I forget where the fuck the people are gonna come from. She's feeling her boobs right there. I forgot where the people are gonna come from with the orcs. I forgot where they come from, but they go to a tower thing and they have a fight at the tower or whatever the fuck, and then there's new people that come in. They get drafted from our world, so the real world, they get drafted from the real world to this fantasy world, right? And that's one of them looking at Haruhito right now. That bitch is Coco. That's who Haruhito calls Coco, and he knew her in the other world, but he can't remember it until things happen. So we're gonna get into that later. But anyway, point is, he doesn't remember her. He used to be friends with her. Blah blah blah. All right. So Frontier Army or volunteer soldiers. There's a lot of military bullshit going on, but just know that there's gonna be like a war thing, and people are gonna fight a lot of orcs and goblins and shit. Anyway, oh, it's not called Atlanta. It's called Alterna. Alterna. That's my bad. They call it Atlanta in the bootleg versions. That's why I got it confused. No, for real. They call it Atlanta in the bootleg version. But that's the setting. I don't really think I've left anything out. Do you need any anything else? Is there any questions you have about the setting? Oh, okay. Theme. So I'll do the theme. This is a new thing. Okay, so you want to know the theme? The theme is dark fantasy. It's a very dark fantasy story. People are taken to this new world, and they have to actually really learn how to kill, and everything that they fight and kill does not want to die. Okay, they are very desperate, and they act kind of like a human would if they were about to die or getting chased or put in harm's way. They don't act like, you know, I guess animals, you would say. Well, they do act like animals, but more like realistic like animals, humanoid animals, if you will. They have the intelligence to know that if you're trying to kill them with magic or swords or arrows, etc. So it's very dark. They go to war. This book in particular is darker than the other two that we covered. And I know you're like, how can it get more dark? It's about to get a lot more dark in this one. So you have to be prepared for that. So they're gonna bite off a lot more than they could chew, and there's gonna be a bunch of fucking consequences. Okay, cool. So let's start the story. So our hero, and this is from what I remember. Okay, I'm not rereading this bullshit. Okay, so our hero and all of them are hyped up. You know what I'm saying? They just beat despots. They're making money. They have a sizable income. Getting right into the story. There's like this advertisement or announcement to all the people that are like, you know, living in Alterna that says, hey, if you guys want to earn some more money, become a part of this like movement or war or whatever with the Daybreakers and a bunch of other people to help protect the civilization that we mapped out on this side of the mountain, right? Long story short, humans live on one side of this like big kind of belt line mountain, and the monsters live on the other side, and they've been trying to go back and forth to go into each other's lands and kind of invade and push out. So that's a long story short. Humans against monsters. They're both trying to encroach into each other's land. Anyway, past that point, they're asking for volunteer soldiers because they want to go to war, or they want to do this little skirmish to earn this tower or whatever the fuck, this castle thing. And it's controlled by a lot of orcs, and they're going to be kind of attacking the town pretty soon. So this is just kind of, I guess, to counteract it. I'm pretty sure. Originally, when Haruhiro hears this, he's like, hell no, we're not going to go into that. And Ranta, he's calling him a pussy, blah, blah, blah. So they're fighting. Look, Haruhiro, you're a weakling. Yeah, you piece of shit. Come on, man, you're small too. That's got nothing to do with this. Small, and then what? Oh, Yume's talking about her titties. Okay, look, point is,
Period.
Haruhiro's having some really bad thoughts about Ranta. If I see that line next time I'm behind Ranta, I'll backstab him without hesitation. Keep that in mind, because that's gonna come up in later books, okay? This is foreshadowing, alright? But not in this book. He's not gonna kill Ranta in this book. Moving on. So they're taking a vote on where they should go and what they should do, and hey, who has balls and who doesn't have balls. And Haruhiro is trying to understand what his attraction to with Choco is, or whatever. He doesn't really get a grasp of that, but the point is they end up going anyway. They call themselves the Blue Snake Force or whatever, and they set out. They're with Soma, and I think Renji's party joins. They have this whole big old plan to fight and stuff like that. These generals and stuff are not relevant, because once they start fighting, shit is just going to be chaotic. This is Renji's squad right here. That's Renji right there. That's the bitch with the big titties. I forgot her name. This is second in command. This is a smart guy with the glasses, and then this is the lolly on their squad. They call her the mascot. But Haruhiro's team is assigned with the Wild Angels and Team Renji. So there's basically 3 teams. They're paired up together to do their job. The Wild Angels are the new team with Choco and shit. Basically, long story short, something goes wrong. An operation goes wrong, and you see this whole thing, this whole plan. This plan goes to shit. Okay, they're trying to storm this keep, and it goes to shit. First thing that happens is they kind of get into battle. Haruhiro realizes, oh, I'm not really prepared for this, but I have to keep fighting and stuff like that. They eventually get into the keep. There's a lot of fucking fighting in this one. There's just a ton of fucking fighting and people just dying and shit. But anyway, they get into the castle, and they think everything's going good. But as they keep fighting, they get backed into a corner, and more reinforcements keep pouring into the keep as they fight. So they're just like, man, there's way too many orcs and goblins for us to fight. We're gonna fucking die in here. But I forgot who comes in. There's some guy that comes in. There's some badass dude with like a hood or some shit that comes in, doesn't he? Let me see. There's some badass dude with a hood that comes in, man. And that nigga is cold, bro. That nigga is cold. Haruhiro, yeah, he trying to get these girls here, so he's defending them and shit, acting all tough. He trying to get his dick wet. He is. That's what that was. I mean, that wasn't the purpose, but come on, man. What he's trying to do. He's like, protect you guys, and they're like, oh, sure, head ass. But no, for real. But He's protect. They're all doing their best to fight, and yeah. Sorry, spoilers. In the middle of the fighting, all the fighting, people are dying, and the Wild Angels are having a really, really fucking hard time. Haruhiro and Team Renji can cover for them only for so long before basically Choco gets killed. So the girl that he was having so much attachment to, that he was trying to figure out, like, hey, where do I know you from, etc., etc., gets killed. Yeah, she dies. But it's not just her. Pretty much her whole team gets wiped out. And let's see what this orc is doing. So Choco, Haruhiro screamed, starting to run in that moment. It felt like Choco looked at him proudly. She did try to look. The orc's sword sank into Choco's shoulder. It went in really deep. The orc kicked her to the ground, tearing his sword free and immediately swinging it down at her. Once, twice, 3 times. That bitch is dead. She's dead. Yeah. I thought she just got stabbed, but reading this back again, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, she got hacked into pieces, bro. Seeing Choco die, Haruhiro has a flashback to where he remembered her. They did used to be really close. I think he did have a crush on Choco back in the day when they knew each other, and he realizes that, and that's kind of why he's so heartbroken over it. But unfortunately, as soon as he remembers that, the vision ends, and then he just forgets literally everything. So he remembers what she meant to him, and in that same moment, he forgets everything. So everybody's going crazy. People are trying to fight now, like, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of people died. There's this one badass guy that they're trying to kill, and he's like overwhelming pretty much all of them. Last Stand, I think this is the last chapter. Fuck, man, this one is terrible. So fuck, man, they're all fighting. I think the fight is over. Isn't the fight over right here? I feel sorry, Mary didn't talk much. Yeah, so the fight is kind of over here, and then something happens. Oh no, that the fight isn't over. They're kind of like huddling down in a place where they can kind of like they board themselves up in a room where the orcs and people can't reach them. But eventually they give way, and then they start fighting again. This turns out to be kind of a bad idea, because something really bad happens. By something really bad, I mean like Mogazo, like everybody's fighting desperately to live and survive in this moment, where they let them back in, and Mogazo ends up just dying. He died from, I think he had a heart attack. He was pushing himself, overexerting himself too much in a fight, and protecting everybody as the tank. And by the end, he's dead. On his feet, though. He died on his feet. Died like a real nigga. Really, when I first saw this chapter of him dying, I was not sure if he was dead or not. You know, I thought he was still alive. Zoran was the badass that they were fighting. This is who they were trying to kill for the longest time, and everybody was trying to take this fucking guy out. This guy was crazy. But they ended up killing him at the cost of Moguzo. And yeah, he fell down. He's dead. Yeah, he's gone.
Look, we've both been doing some growing up since we last saw each other.
But
For instance,
I think the novel ends literally right after that. Yeah, this is where volume 3 ends. It's terrible. It's awful how he can leave us like this. If the author died on this cliffhanger, I would have been pissed. But he keeps going. So, but yeah, that's how the novel ends. They won the fight. They won the keep. But a whole squad got murked, and then they lost another team member. So that was volume 3. Honestly, it was one of the best ones that I read, even though there wasn't a lot of like character points. I remember it was just a lot of fighting, but I liked the fighting and I liked the synergy between the teams working together and shit. And I really liked it. So I think I gave this the highest rating I've ever given one of the novels throughout the whole series. So this one is 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely read this one again. This is kind of like, as far as I've read, the top of the line. Like, this is the highest, like I guess the bar gets. Other than that, Sonny, you have any questions? About like the magic systems, bitches with big titties. That was it. That's the end of the video. Stay frosty and yeah.
I'm stone cold frozen, baked pepper rose and ice in my veins.